Hi guys! Today I will be reviewing the best Moza Slypod products. You can find the product links in the description section. Let's start. The Moza Slypod is like nothing I've ever seen before. It's a retracting motorized rod that doubles in length at different speeds. It can be used as a slider, jib, dolly, and even on a monopod with the included feet. In some ways, it's a little easier to do moves with it than using a traditional slider. One move that I find challenging is the over-the-top slide. This takes a lot of rigging to mount a slider upside down and pull it off with a conventional slider. However, with the Moza Slypod, it's a simple setup. Before I start the review, I have to let you know it wasn't all smooth sailing with the Slypod. However, in the end, I think the device is revolutionary, and I applaud Moza for the innovation. Performance. The Moza Slypod is fun to use. I especially like exploiting its strengths. I can set up an overhead tabletop setup in minutes with a nice over-the-top slide. This would be very time-consuming and require a lot of rigging to set up with a conventional slider. Pushing the camera forward on a slider is not very effective as the track will come into view very quickly. Once you get familiar with the app, the Slypod is easy to use and not as cumbersome as I originally thought it would be. It's lighter than a slider, and the camera doesn't have to be removed when moving it from scene to scene. So many times with a slider I forget to lock the card, and the camera will slide while moving it. Since I use a Fujifilm X-T3, I wasn't supplied the cable to do time-lapse testing. However, it looks like an interesting feature for motion time-lapse. Again, with such a lightweight system, all you need is a tripod and you're off and running. 11-inch slider/dolly. The push in slash out is a move that the Slypod shines at. As I mentioned, sliders are too close to the lens and not the right tool. A dolly is designed for this. While the Slypod has a minimal range of approximately 1 foot, it's plenty for some product B-roll, and I think the Slypod is very good for this purpose. When using it as a slider, 11 inches of travel at a slower speed will give you a nice 10-second shot. Noise? This thing is loud. Even in silent mode, it's too noisy to record dialogue with. That's a bummer, as it could be a great second angle in looping mode for interviews. I also would have to be mindful of other people when using it in public places. The grinding sound can be annoying if it's going on for a long period of time. Motion control with Moza Aircross 2. I don't have the Moza Aircross 2 to integrate with the Slypod, but I can see some real potential in creating interesting moves. I do feel it might take a lot of planning and trial and error to get both working seamlessly together. But that's more my opinion since I haven't tested them together. Conclusion. I like the Moza Slypod. I think it's a tool that I will get more use from than a slider alone. It's easier to work with than a slider and does more than just slide. It mimics a small dolly move that has nice production value and takes up very little room on set. Plus, I don't need an assistant to use it. Add the vertical option for smooth dolly shots, and it covers more than any tool I know. Oh, I didn't mention the motion control option for time-lapse either. Pretty impressive. The Moza Master app is pretty good. It gets a little annoying always having to reconnect it when the iPhone closes, but using it as opposed to operating it locally is much better due to no bumps when using the onboard buttons to start and select speed. Thanks for watching. You must not forget to subscribe and comment. See you in the other review videos.